Hey guys, welcome back to Fun Wings Gaming. We're into Bloxburg update in 2026. We did our Sugar Tier sets, we did our holiday updates, and we did our needing map. Oh my gosh, we did our progression rebalancing. So we need vehicle spawning, we need spawn whatever you want. We need our thermal, we need our thing, we need this. So, let's do our thing right now.
With the previous roadmap, we released this image. And as you can see, we've already had the holiday updates, Valentine's, Lunar New Year, Easter, and then Tom took over our socials for April Fools. We've added a mini-map, which allows you to travel around the map easier and locate your friends, rebalance progression so you can level up skills and jobs faster, and more weekly updates, such as the recently added Baby Store update and the Dance Studio. With more buildings on the way, keep watching to find out more. While we can't promise we'll have an update every week, it is our goal to keep doing more frequent releases rather than once a month like how it used to be. Some updates will not be announced or be visible in the game. These can be small hotfixes, performance related improvements. Our regular update schedule usually consists of us posting an event page on Fridays, a teaser during the week after on our socials, and the update releasing on that Thursday. This is not always the case, however, so make sure to follow our socials and stay in the loop. Now, let's move on to some more things that are actively being developed. Elder Age and Walking Toggle. The Elder Age morph will add a new age to the game, meaning you'll now have the ability to go all the way from baby to elder. Our aim is to pair this update with some items that fit the theme, such as accessibility tools for inside the house. We aim on releasing this update before summer and are excited to see more grannies around the map. And because grannies aren't the fastest, we believe it's a good idea to pair this update with a walking toggle, meaning you'll be able to change your walk speed and walk as fast as this granny. If you want, you'll also be able to change your walk speed to being a little faster. Walking around the house with this feature means you won't be bumping into every single piece of furniture, but can still walk fast and sprint when you have to. And speaking of sprinting, we'll be getting rid of stamina, so you'll be able to sprint for forever without getting tired and needing to recharge. Okay, I know a lot of you have been waiting for this one. Let's talk about build mode improvements. This has been and will be a long process without any promises or pinned dates for certain changes. Some things will also change over time, so not everything is a final version when it's added to the game, and we'll continue to make changes over time. Here's an overview of the current parts we're working on. Keep in mind that this can change. We're reworking how the arrows look when using advanced placing or transform plus, making it easier to see what arrow you are dragging, and we're also adding the ability to use box placement. That means placing a room rather than single walls. Now, let's talk about hollow gable roofs. This is still in active development, and we're working on making this feature feel good and are addressing some of the common requests for it at this time. Build mode will also receive UI improvements. Looking back, we've already added a stylized phone to the game with apps that make it easier to navigate different options and brought a fresh feel to the game's main menu. The rest of the UI overhaul will be coming out in parts. We're reworking how build mode looks, and we're moving from text-based buttons to icons and reworking our categories, making it much easier to find what you are looking for without having to open 5 lists and still not finding what you need. We've all been there. We've already made transportation a lot easier by adding the ability to teleport to certain locations using public transport and the mini-map, but that's not all. Our next step is to add the ability to spawn vehicles you own anywhere on the map. We're working on an app that lets you spawn in vehicles that are either on your plot, a plot that's not loaded, or your inventory, meaning that you'll have access to all of your cars at all times. This supports a feature we'd love to add in the future, where you'll be able to play on neighborhoods without a need to have a plot loaded. One question we see a lot is to add to existing furniture sets we already have in the game, so you can use more items with the same style throughout your house. That's why we're expanding some sets, starting with a very popular popular one. I won't tell you which style yet, so you'll have to follow our socials to find out which themed set is getting additions. But what we mean with expanding is, for example, some sets have a dining table but no matching couch or doors, beds, stairs, you name it. We're making sets more complete. We've been adding quite a few new buildings to the map, from the flower shop to the dance studio, and many locations are getting a purpose. However, our next project will be a building revamp. Such as what we did with Bloxburg and Fancy Furniture, the building we're working on now is a big red building in the middle of town, but Tom said I can't give out too many details yet, but he did give me this picture of his plan, and he told me he used all of your Bill's money for this remodel as well. What about summer? Well, this summer we are taking you to the beach. We want to make the pier a more exciting place to visit with more to do than getting an ice cream and sitting on the Ferris wheel. This is still very much in the works, so we don't have a lot of info on this yet, but keep an eye out for more on that down the line. All of this, and we're still not finished. Other weekly updates that are coming your way are a spring update that focuses on gardening with new plants and bushes, and we're also adding French cafe inspired furniture and foods, the perfect set to have your morning croissant at, and more underway. All of this is a lot of work, and this means that some things might be pushed back or might not make it into the game. Let us know if you have any other questions and we'll be glad to answer them. It's always great to see your suggestions and great ideas. And speaking of suggestions, we will be announcing a new way for you to see what we are working on and a place to leave your bug reports and suggestions very soon, so more to come on that. I'll see you in game. Hey Bloxburgers!